Okay, so you did it. This is the last lesson I have for you in this series. How you feeling? Now, two things have happened. One, you've either finished your journal and you're going, yeah, for me, I'm amazing. Two, you haven't done it. Well, you still have time to do it, okay? I'm watching you. So, and even if you haven't started and you chose to listen to all the lessons first, that's okay. I'm going to encourage you to do all the lessons in the book, okay? But I'm going to say that we're at the end of this, so there's some level of success, right? So I'm going to jump forward and read, because if you're reading this note or listening to this, so I would love you to write down, what was your expectation when you started this journey with me? Just kind of curious. In fact, feel free to email me. I always take and incorporate what people have to say so that I can keep learning and growing. See, I have a very strong commitment. I talked about being a martial artist. Here's a powerful lesson I learned from my discipline in martial arts, is that the highest rank that you can get is a black belt. Here's the amazing thing, is that a black belt who continues to work really hard, the belt starts to fray, and when it does, it becomes white again. And white signifies a beginner. So for me in the learning and growing process, I always choose to invest in myself. I invest in courses. I urge you on this platform, there's amazing courses, some spiritual, some mental, some physical. They're all useful. Anytime you learn something, you learn something. Yeah, you don't even know where you need to apply it, just learn it. So, and the next thing I want you to look at is I was most surprised by. Share this with me. Help me grow and make this better and continue to explore and explode and help a lot of people. And then lastly for this, my commitment moving forward. Just because the course has ended, well, I've got lots of other courses to share with you. You can certainly come do my weekly coaching, and you can find me live seminars around the world. Coming to someplace near you, or come on, fly in. Especially my one in Bali. Hear that, guys? No, I actually don't have Bali yet. We need to do Bali. Okay, that's the point. We're going to continue to grow. If you want to be part of my tribe, my family, my community, you can always find me on Facebook. I tend to respond to when people reach out, I'm there. That's my commitment to you. So I want to share a couple of things that have been so helpful for me. One was redefining words in my life. I redefined the word no, and you learned that in my pitch class. No, I'm not telling you what it is here. No, you got to go look at the pitch class, because redefining that word no, that one, two-letter word will radically change everything in your life. But in this course, what do we redefine? We redefine the word diet to not mean starvation, deprivation, food, calories, blah, blah, blah. Decisions I eat today. Make a good decision, have a great body. Continue to make great decisions, continue to have a great life, and be what? Finally fit. Food, fuel only on demand. Feed yourself like you would if you were a race car. You want energy? Give it awesome fuel. Food with one word. Chicken, steak, melon, berries. One word, water. You don't even have to read the labels, the ingredients. It's one ingredient, and you know what it is. What did Jacqueline say? I think it's in one of my quizzes. If man made it, don't eat it. My 5-year-old son, Riker, I love that little face, says to me, Mom, did man make macaroni and cheese? I'm like, darn. Did man make apples? I said, no, that's what God made. He's like, okay, at least I got one food that I really like. So yes, be careful that you know the difference between what man made and nature made. Nature did not make macaroni and cheese, even in its wildest day. No. In fact, bad food combining, you should know that by now. A couple of other words that I love to redefine. I'll share a real personal one with you. I redefined the word mom. M-O-M. You know, it's funny, I couldn't wait to be a mom. I was 42 years old by the time I had my twins. And the crazy thing was, they came along, they started to speak. You know, you're that moment where you want to hear your kid's voice, and it's like, Mommy, I want this, Mommy, I want that, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. I'm like, tired of hearing the word mom. And then I said, whoa. I waited a really long time for that. Let's redefine mom. M-O-N. Moments of memories. And I try very hard to carve out special memories with my kids. D-A-D, for dad, dedication and devotion. If you're dedicated to your work, you're going to miss out on your kids. But one of the other ones that I redefine that's really, really special to me is what success means. And I don't think I can ever hear this one enough. So when I was in my 20s, I moved to LA, and success, I remember a moment where I was in my yellow Toyota, and I pulled up to some really fancy Hollywood party, so excited for my dress clothes, and the valet, who probably made less money than I did, whatever it is I was doing, kind of looked down on his nose at me. I was like, what? Because I could see all the Mercedes and the Rolls Royces and the Bentleys he was parking, and there's my little yellow Toyota, which, by the way, I paid for in cash. I was very proud of this, until he made me feel bad. And then I walked into the party. There were stars and actresses and famous people and fit people and gorgeous, and I'm like, I just felt less than. And I think I may have shared with you about being an extroverted introvert. And I don't drink. So now I'm standing at a party just not feeling very successful, feeling kind of awkward. I don't really think I even met that many people that night because I didn't feel really good about myself. I had a really crappy definition of success. Success was everybody else. Success was things that I didn't have. I didn't have the fame, didn't have all the money, didn't have the jewels, didn't have the size 2 body. I must be not successful. I left feeling pretty awful. And then the universe intervened and said, you know what? It's not good enough for Forbes Riley, and it's not good enough for you. Here's what happened. My girlfriend, Christine, she's got cerebral palsy. She lives in a wheelchair. She always will for the rest of her life. She spin gyms with me. She goes to therapy every day, and we've been working it, and I love this girl with all my heart. When I first met her, she said to me, Forbes, you're one of the most successful people I've ever met. And I said, well, is it because I'm on television? And she said, no. She said, it's because you can wear a pair of high heels and walk across a stage without any assistance. That is so successful. Isn't that amazing? Let that wash over you for a second. Because I can walk in a pair of high heels across a stage. She never will. She will not dance at her wedding the way I did. She will not strut around in a bikini on the beach the way I can easily do that. And something cracked open in my head and my heart. And I said, success is the way that you choose to define it. The better the definition, the better you feel. A young woman asked me not long ago, how do you find self-confidence? I said, you build it, one word at a time, one definition at a time. And so now when I go to parties like that, and I do all the time, I still don't have the size 2 body and the really mile-long legs. I don't have the famous boyfriend. I don't have all the money in the world. I still don't drive a Bentley. All that's okay. Because I feel incredibly successful when I go to these parties. Because I stand there in my high heels and I walk. And I remember that to Christine, I'm the most successful person she's ever seen. So now I have a sense of success that I carry with me. So whether you completed the course or not, I'm going to say that right now you should feel successful. Are you breathing without a breathing tube? Are you lying in a hospital bed? Maybe, maybe not. Do you own a cell phone? Do you have enough money to put a roof over your head? Find your definition of success. There's always somebody out there worse off than you, and there's always somebody better off in your world, but that isn't how you should define you. Got it? So success is you and I listening to each other. Success is being able to smile, having your teeth, having enough money to go to the dentist, having makeup. It doesn't matter what success is. Find a definition for you that works. Right now, I feel very successful that I got to the end of the course. I feel successful that you're still listening to me. I feel successful because I know that you and I are in a journey and a friendship and a relationship forever. Yes? Yeah, I hope that I inspired you. You know, one of the things that I did many years ago was to create an I want exercise. What do you want? So you might want to be fit, you might want to be healthy, you might be happy. Here's what I wanted the first time I really figured this out. I wanted to be told every day that I inspired somebody. Did I inspire you? Did I inspire you to eat better, live better, smile, love your body? If I inspired you in any way, it would sure help me out if you wrote to me. If you email me, you Facebook me, you just reach out and said, hey, Forbes, this is what you did for me. That keeps me going. So I'm all about you feeling happy, successful, and what? Yeah, finally fit. Here's to no more diet. Here's to no more struggle. From my heart to yours, I want to thank you so much for your time. To everybody at You Will Change the World, I believe that we are. To my camera crew, the guys who made this happen, who made me look so glamorous and gorgeous. To my makeup team, my hair team. Okay, I did my own hair and makeup this time, but whatever. The guys behind the camera are amazing. They made all this possible. And to Peter Anthony Wynn, now he does seminars. You have got to meet this man. His smile, his energy, talk about super, uber, duper positive. That's Peter Anthony Wynn. And by the way, if you got a name like Wynn, guess what? When you're with him, you do. I've got a name, Forbes Riley. Forbes is all about success, money, and power. Riley? Well, the life of Riley is the good life. Come on. Would you want to play with any other team? Remember I said to you the combination of the 5 people you're closest to. You got Peter, you got myself on your team, you got all the people who made this happen. Dan, you got a really good team here. I would say you are wildly successful. So what do you say? Here's to enroll in some other courses. Enjoy, keep the journey going. Every day in every way. Invest in yourself, invest in your future. And from my heart to yours, I loved spending this time with you. Thank you for that pleasure, and I'll see you again in my next course.